Hi guys, Amy here from Motorcycle Superstore. I'm here today with Phil Davey from Firstgear, and we're going to walk through the Basegear line. Alright, today I'm here with Phil Davey from Firstgear, and we're going to check out the line of Basegear. Now tell us a little bit about Basegear, what it is, who it's for, all that good stuff.
Well, Basegear is nothing new, and it's nothing that we invented. Basegear is something that's been around forever. The very first time anybody ever put on a cotton t-shirt underneath their leather jacket, they were wearing Basegear. The thing is with performance fabrics nowadays, you can make a product that actually works a lot better for the motorcyclist. So at Firstgear, we decided to set out to make a whole collection. There's actually 12 separate pieces of the Basegear that make up this collection. And all out of a very, very high performance fabric that's just going to keep you a lot more comfortable while you're riding the motorcycle.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of different types of, under gear, so to say, base gear, things you put underneath, maybe workout in. What's the difference between base gear and the other things we see, whether it's athletic or other brands? How does this set apart from that?
Well, really good question. And a lot of you will be familiar with compression garments. You see athletes wearing them all the time. Compression garments have a different purpose. They might be made out of fabrics that are similar, but their purpose is different. Our purpose with Basegear is to keep you comfortable. It keeps you warmer when it's cool out, it keeps you cooler when it's hot out, and more importantly, it keeps you dry and more comfortable all the time. The way that these work is the closer it is to your body, the better it works. Because what it's trying to do is that it's accelerating the evaporation process that's natural in everybody. Everybody has vapor coming off of their skin all the time, 24/7. There's always vapor coming off of your skin. And then of course, when it's hot, you're sweating, so it's more than just vapor, it's moisture. Trying to move that stuff out and accelerate that process, it helps if the garment is relatively tight. In fact, if you look at our mannequin right here, that's just about the way that you'd like to wear something like this. Okay. And the way that we've sized it, if you wear a size large jacket, you probably wear a size large in this. So it does fit a little bit tighter. You might notice it's a little bit tighter than the t-shirt that you own, but that doesn't matter. You want just a little bit tighter, closer to your skin, but not squeezing you. Basegear's been around for a long, long time, and its job mostly was just to be the closest thing to your skin that allowed you to stay warmer when it was cold out. But with these new performance fabrics that have been out for the last 20 years or so, you can now accelerate the process of evaporation. And when you accelerate that process, what happens is it keeps you cooler. Well, this stuff is so advanced that it uses a 37.5 microparticle technology. And that technology adds microparticles that are organically derived to the fabric. You can't touch them, you can't see them, they're microscopic. And what they do is they electrostatically attract moisture, and then once it has that moisture, it releases it better. It increases the surface area by 800%. Now, 37.5 isn't something that we invented.
Right.
It's just the most effective technology we can get our hands on, and we are the only people currently applying it to motorcycle garments.
This is going to help the customer stay dry, stay cool, or if it's, cool out, stay warmer, warm out, stay cooler. It can do both?
Yeah, and that's one of the magic things with this technology. There's these microparticles that are on the inside here. You can't touch them, you can't see them, you can't feel them. It won't wash out. And it's a chemical-free process. And those particles that are in there, it grabs and releases that moisture faster than anything else you can put in your body can. And because of that, it's accelerating the process of evaporation, which means that it's keeping it cooler. And in the winter time, those same particles radiate infrared heat back to your skin. So in other words, if we took this exact piece of fabric right here and it did not have those particles in it, it would not do the same thing. So you're not actually looking at the technology with the fabric.
Right.
It's built into the fabric.
Right.
And that's one of the very cool things about 37.5.
So what garments do we have available for people to get? I see we've got this piece here, we've got shorts, long sleeve, short sleeve. What else do we have? What else is in the line?
So we got basically just about everything you need to cover yourself. From all the way at the top, in fact, we have just a skull cap. That's actually our #1 selling piece. It's a really cool piece. And people put on their helmet, helps keep their hair dry, helps stop some of that helmet hair kind of a thing that goes on. We've got various different balaclavas with different amounts of insulation there. So if you want something just covering your face for when it's semi-warm out, you're trying to keep bugs out of your teeth, always a good idea.
Yep.
Then we have a very lightweight one, then we also have one with an insulated face in there. So there's a couple of different kinds. We also make long and short, so that no matter what your torso size is, we got something to fit you. We have shorts, we have long pants, we actually have just sleeves. And one of the reasons we have something like just sleeves is You don't have to purchase the short sleeve and the long sleeve version of this. You could buy the short sleeve and then just buy the sleeves. Saves you a little bit of money. We do the same thing with the pants.
Well, and it seems like it would make it, especially for someone who's riding in different weather conditions, this allows more versatility through the ride, depending on, you know, whether they're hitting the cold weather, warm weather. You can hit it all in one day's ride, right?
Well, that's where Basegear and these type of performance fabrics actually came from. Is it came from hikers and outdoorsmen and people that were outside a lot, and they'd be hiking in all kinds of conditions, and they might be doing something very strenuous. So they've got on this cold weather gear, but they'd sweat inside it, and then they'd stop and they'd freeze. They literally, the sweat could freeze up against them because they stopped creating body heat. So this whole thing comes from that, and it's very, very good for that. And really what you're trying to do is you're not totally in charge of what the weather's going to be. You got to dress the best you can, but sometimes you're taking it as a little bit of a guess.
Yeah.
So again, arming yourself with something like this, layering is always a better idea. Layering with real performance base gear is a much better idea than cotton or non-performance fabrics.
Right. Obviously, we want our riders to be as comfortable as possible so they can really enjoy the ride. Well, if you want to know more about the Basegear line, you can check that out on our website, where you can always get super deals super fast at motorcyclesuperstore.com. Make sure you click that link in the corner and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, thanks so much for watching.